have the first episode of Does Your Track Suck in Monster Energy Supercross 3. What I did was I kind of went, your comments were kind of spread out all over the channel on different videos, but what I did was I tried to go through and find 3 comments from the PlayStation. For today, PlayStation 4, leave your track name and your gamer tag in the comments down below, and we will try to get to that for episode 2. But let's jump into this and find the first track. Alright fellas, here we have Second Gear Only by C47 Big Daddy. And it really is second gear only. Now it does help to hit that off of the finish. It's annoying not shifting here, but I'm going to show you. It's just right. Oh no! We cut the track. This is kind of fun. This is really easy. I wish it was a bit harder to hit that triple. This quad, just right. Look at that, just right. Okay. Oh shoot, I let off a bit much. I mean, not really that hard. But you know, I am gonna shift a bit. Because it sounds awful if we don't. Just let off a bit. Now. There we go. But see, it's really easy to overjump the triple. So I wish that was a bit harder, but this is sick. It's just right. And then I feel like you should be able to jump out. I have been not hitting it perfect. So that's probably why I can't. Interesting finish, a bit different. Very flat jump. And yes, if you're wondering, we can send this almost. You know what I mean? Maybe try and grab 5th gear. So funny. I just find it very interesting. I haven't played a second gear only or a third gear only track before. This is my first. Yeah, if you hit that just right, you're jumping all the way out, but we are casing a tiny bit, which I feel like is really dragging our momentum. No, I mean, actually that was worse. There we hit it just about right? And that's not the best way to do it, but I know. And then if you do mess that up, you can send it here and then have the double out. So there is a bit of choice there, but it doesn't, I don't feel like there's a ton of line choice on this track. And I know, it's coming from the guy that sometimes builds tracks that have 0 line choice. I feel like you should be able to quad that. I really do. Better player probably could. But like I was saying, it's coming from a guy that doesn't put very much line choice on tracks sometimes. But I just don't feel like there is much. Mostly here. Like, see if we just kind of send this. A bit of a case. Yeah. Bit of a case. But see what I'm saying? You could hit that, but I don't feel like that's a better line. Oh, just right. Check it out, baby. And the whip. Dude, we're on fire. We're on fire. This feels really good here. And this section here is fun. I feel like you could do a few different things here. There it is. Oh. Ooh. Buttery. It's right. It's buttery. Alright, so there you have it. That was kind of an interesting track. It was simple. It wasn't hard. It didn't have a bunch of line choice. It was actually a very short track, but it was interesting because it was second gear only. And I know it's probably been done before, but I haven't actually tried a track like that. So for me, It was interesting, and I actually feel that kind of a track would be good for learning, for practicing the game, because you just put it in manual and then you don't ever have to shift. You just learn the preloading and how the jumping works and physics and whipping and whatever. I feel like that would be a good way to a very good way to practice the game. So it was a simple track. There wasn't much to it, but it was still a fun track. I'm gonna give it 2 stars. I feel like anything in the 1.5 to 2.5 star range is a very solid track still. So don't be too down about having 2 stars. It's still the crowd is still disappointed, which is a good thing. 2 stars, solid track. Especially if you're trying to learn the game, this kind of a track would be a good place to start, I believe. So yes, 2 stars. Let's hop on over into the next track. Alright guys, here we have Windham 151 by RevRack. Now, I haven't tried it. For some reason, it seems crazy, but I love crazy tracks, so bring it on. Ooh. Quad? Oh, baby, look at this. He's breaking out all the stops. Oh, corner choice, the whoops. Sand? Oh, man. This track is already sick. I love it. Oh no. Oh my. Big quads. Very big quads. We probably should have practiced. Oh my gosh. Sick. That kind of was weird because I don't feel like I landed onto anything, but it was still sick. Look at all this sand. Okay, we sent that too hard. Not that much of a send. That's probably a triple, eh? Hey? I mean, this is my very first lap, so... Right, perfect. Can we get the quad? Eee! Yes! Oh, that's tough. I love it. It's just, I mean, it's laid out really, really well. But, oh shoot, I keep messing this up, and then we have another huge quad. It's laid out really well. It actually has some tough sections, but there's like variety, like crazy here. Insane variety on this track. Really, really well done. Using up all the pieces of the track editor. Really, really good job with that. I love the variety. It's just such an interesting track. I feel like I should go outside there and triple. Kind of an interesting section there, too. Interesting. Okay, and just about right. Good enough. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, let's try this again. We got the second quad. Probably showed you that. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, we didn't get it, but it was really, really close. Maybe we could have grabbed 5th. Wow. And I'm off track. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Alright, so there you have it. This track was actually very, very solid. They did a great job. It had a little bit of everything. It It had different corners, jumps, rhythm sections. It had the big quads, the different rhythm sections, whoops, sand, bridges, the big U-bend that goes into the stadium, the stands. Just a bit of everything. It was a really fun track. Everything that kind of appeals to how I like to see things in a track. Had a bit of line choice even. It had a few tough sections. We're gonna give it 1.5 stars. I feel like it was really close to the 1. We're just doing half ratings, so 1.5 stars. Solid job, dude. Solid job, man. Really good job. Fun. Just right away. And variety, I guess. Variety for sure. So 1.5 stars. Rev Rack, awesome track. I definitely want to try and master a few of those sections. Alright guys, here we have Red Bull Extreme by Teloso. This appears to be a tough track. Buckle up. Alright, so far not bad, but I'm sure we're not into the meat of it. Okay, nice. Triple? Oh yeah. Definitely built for that. Maybe there's another line, but that's for sure the main way he wants you to hit it. Good thing we didn't overjump. Maybe 2 different ways there. Kind of has that compound feel to it. Probably a longer track too. Should have shifted to 4th. I wasn't paying attention. My bad, guys. My bad. Oh yeah, hop over that too. Wrap back under the bridge. I don't want to get off track, you know what I mean? Even if I knew it was that way, I still want to stay in the track area. I mean, so far it has a really good layout. Very good layout so far. But everything has been fairly easy to get over. And I'm not saying it's a bad track. Please, I feel like some people take me in the wrong way. I mean, sometimes I say a track sucks and it's bad. Okay, it happens. There are bad tracks, but sometimes, like, for this track, it's very good. Ooh, I like it. I like that. Very good. But I mean, I haven't even rode a lap, and we already can kind of hit almost everything just right. You know what I mean? Without really having to practice it. So for me, and I'm not really that great of a player. Maybe that's a wheel tap, but we still got it. Oh, barely. But for me, being very average / casual, it doesn't feel like that hard of a track. A lot of those double, triple up onto the table, which I kind of like. It's like, it's his style. And I don't have a problem with that style. It's not like, oh, he's doing it too much. No, it's his track. He can do it however the heck he wants to. And I think it's fun. Here it is again. Actually, this is really fun because it's just kind of a step down. Have to downshift maybe into a triple, but I feel like he could have extended it a bit, you know? Like right there, I feel like there was plenty of room into that corner. And so why not just extend it a bit? Okay, a bit different. I let off because I don't feel like sending that would have helped us. It's very interesting. To me, this kind of a track, it's like, it's a very good track. It has such a good layout, and it has potential to be really, really good. Just because I feel like it's really good doesn't mean anybody else will, or maybe other people will. Everybody has their own opinion. Remember, guys, I'm not really complaining about it. I feel like people say, all he does is complain. But I'm not really complaining about it. I'm just like suggesting what I would like to see to have it even better. Because it already has such a good layout. Maybe if you extended some of the easier sections, you know, like right here. Yeah, there's a bunch of room and it makes it so you can, you know, you don't lose momentum. It's not that challenging. If you would have pushed them closer together or extended that first triple, it would make it tougher. And I feel like that would add to this track and really add to the replay value. of making it tough. You know, even if you can't get it every lap. That actually is kind of cool. I like that. We hop into the pool, triple out. But even there, he could have extended that triple into the corner. This bad boy. There we go. Fairly long track. I like how he has a kind of a breather here. Give you a break. Oh, you could probably pull hit there too. Oh yeah, table. And there you go. I tried to whip, but it didn't do it. Overall, Red Bull Extreme, I believe, by Teloso. Solid job, man. Really solid job. We're giving this 1.5 stars. I feel like your layout was great. It just had a really good flow, a very good flow. It was kind of easy because I haven't done any laps on it. I feel like we kind of had it down. I mean, I could definitely improve my lap, but overall, I feel like it was just a fairly easy track. Plenty of spacing in between the rhythm sections. It was a very, you know, you have to hit it this way kind of track, which is fine. I'm not even going to mention anything about line choice because I'm okay with how you had it laid out. You want it to be hit this way, but it would have been nice if maybe you would have extended some of those triples and pushed some of those rhythm sections together so that it was harder to actually consistently get the main line. You know what I mean? If you would have pushed it together, you would run into the risk of over jumping, under jumping the next rhythm, you know, like in the stock tracks or other custom tracks by other people. So I feel like that would help the track a little bit, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I enjoyed it the way it was. It's fine. 1.5 stars, solid track. And I feel like if you could, you know, maybe make some of those adjustments, it could improve it to, for sure, probably a 1 star, maybe even better, but solid track. So 1.5 stars, Teloso, great job. Next time, we might be on PlayStation, maybe we're on Xbox, maybe PC. I really don't know, but yes, the first episode, episode 1 of season 3 in Does Your Track Suck, is this episode from the PlayStation. But you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. If you want your track to be featured on the next episode of Does Your Track Suck, make sure to leave your track name, your gamer tag, and what platform you are on in the comments down below on this video. And I will try my best to get to you, okay? But thank you for the track suggestions. Thank you for the tracks for today's video. And until the next video, take it easy.